Good evening, everybody. This is Paul, and I'm Reformednerd, and I'm back to playing another Kalypso game. Even though I said that the game I'd be playing next is Universe Sim, I noticed that the Tropico 4 beta is actually up and running for this week ahead of the launch. And honestly, I've enjoyed hopping back into Tropico a little bit, and even though I haven't had a chance to play Tropico 5, which I was planning to do before hopping into 6, I couldn't turn down the opportunity to actually play beta. So I actually pre-ordered the game just for that, and it's literally the first game I've ever pre-ordered. So let's hop right into it, because I'm excited to see what this looks like. Oh, sorry. I had that didn't have that set up. And I accidentally clicked through the intro, so I didn't get a chance to see that.
The plans for the wall have been approved.
Cuban commandant died. The UK has left the European Union.
Which has caused a
Big crisis in Spain.
have also aligned themselves with people to test ballistic missiles.
This looks surprisingly pretty. I mean, Tropico's never really been known for its graphical integrity, but this actually looks pretty darn good.
Fellow Tropicans, thanks to me, Tropico is an undisputed paradise.
Is that the same voice for the president?
The values of our paradise are now being
It seems quite familiar. I think it very well could be the same guy.
Despots. I, El Presidente, will prevent this. I accept the nomination for another presidential term.
Wow, that actually does look quite pretty.
Even bigger and even better. Instead of walls, I will build bridges, bringing Tropico's islands and people together, rather than separating them. New means of transportation will offer great opportunities of exchange to you and our visitors. I will bring diversity, culture, and the wonders of the
Bringing the
world
Statue of
to
Liberty.
Tropico, so that all other nations will look upon us with envy. Vote for El Presidente. Vote for Tropico 6 or else.
Vote for Tropico 6. Huh. Yeah, I like that. That was a good little intro. Well, I'll save the credits for later. I do not actually know what's included in this beta. So I'm just going to hop into a new game and see what pops up. I don't know if they give you the original story modes or if it just goes straight into free play or whatever. But honestly, it's Tropico. I don't care what it is. I just want to play it. Before you present yourself to please select your outfit. Ooh, character design in a tropical game. Alright. Pirate. You know, I kind of like the whole Castro-y type of feel, so I'm going to go with soldier. With a carib... okay, yeah, male, sure. Yeah, straight pipe, that's fine. This is really probably not worth my time, but frankly, I just find this so interesting to have a character creation menu in a Tropico game. Okay, so what do I click? Kind of normal. Increase the palace, increases the strength of each faction by 2. Okay, pyromaniac. Their chance of 5% of buildings to catch fire. Decreases stockpile of all buildings and the low capacity of all teamsters and ships. Well, that seems to have the biggest impact, to be honest. So I'm going to go with that. Ooh, and you get to design your own palace? Ooh. I might play with this more off of stream. What kind of options do I have? Okay. So, not a lot. You can just have the general layout. I like the irregular. I'm going to go with the irregular. Alright. I'm excited. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so you have a choice between missions and a sandbox and multiplayer. Suppose starting with a mission is a good place to go. No residential building, but you need population growth. I thought I saw that wrong. You know what? I just want to go right into the sandbox. Medium. Where's difficulty level? 2 players. 3 players? So these are multi... How does multiplayer work in Tropico? I honestly have not looked at this game at all. I just know I wanted it, so I didn't even bother to research it. But I'm really curious to see how this multiplayer thing goes. So I'll give it a shot. Alright, I got my little irregular palace here. And always a killer soundtrack when it comes to tropical games. Alright, so let me just take a stock of the island here. So is the other player on this map, or is he somewhere else? I don't see any other random buildings around here. The camera's a little jaggedy. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any... Was that the character? Is that buildings? No, it's just flora. So, yeah, I don't think anyone else is here. Alright, what do we got here? I got a corn plantation, construction, and teamster, of course, right on the dock, with a couple of nice-looking bunkhouses, really. Chapel, hey, they give you a starting church, that's nice. Tavern, and a couple of houses, and then what, the shacks? Perfect. So we got a little bit of wood, a little bit of food to start with, some housing. Awesome. Trade. Raids. Task over. Oh, wait. I don't have tasks. I'm probably in sandbox, aren't I? Okay. So. Don't like how the screen seems a little jaggedy. It's hard to move it around when you're in this view. Okay. So I think I get that. Let's see, how's my unemployment? 33%. How about homelessness? 31. No, oh, that's happiness score. Unemployed 33, homeless 29. Okay, so I need to get some jobs and some houses. Okay, I think I got a decent idea. So overlays. Okay, got the corn here. Now I'd like to get something ready for exportability. And there seems to be a decent tobacco area right next to my town. So that seems like a pretty decent thing to start with. So I'm just gonna mull over some of those lovely shacks. Wow, a lot of new buildings, too. Oh, so I can't access the parking deck because of the era, which means I probably need to keep everything close to home, because they're not going to be able to actually commute that far. And I know Plantation had some limitations as to what crops you can use it for in the past. But yeah, it looks like you can do pretty much everything. So that's good. So I'll go ahead and get that plantation down. Coconut harvester. Fisherman's Wharf. I don't think I have any fishermen, do I? No. But there's... That seems like a pretty small area for habitable fish. No, I don't want to go through the farmland. That works. Alright, let's get time going and see how fast the construction works. But yeah, this is pretty. I have to admit it. Oh, and they even got a little old-timey steamboat for the colonial era. I like that. That's a nice touch. Because it's been like the same freighter for the last 5 games. Although this crane seems a little bit high-tech for the time period, but I'll forgive that. Oh, and that seemed to build really fast in comparison to usual. Oh, and it's a countdown to from the colonial era, or is that a... So I'll actually progress through the eras. Interesting. Oh, and the farm is already here. Do they still auto hire everybody? Okay, no one's working there yet, and no one's working here yet. But I have a lot of unemployed people. So are they going to take the jobs automatically, or do I have to actually do something to induce them to do it? Okay, yeah, they're taking the jobs now. I guess it just takes a minute for them to realize that it's available. Which is fair. And I better put down a few bunkhouses. Oh, what's this? Ah, that's a country house. Okay. So I should probably tuck a couple of these over for where the people are working. Oh, you gotta do it individually. You can't multi-build, which is a slight annoyance because I vaguely remember that you could put down multiple buildings of the same type at once. But I can live with that. I can live with that. So we got the cranes going to get the houses up. And how many people live in a bunkhouse? 0 of 6. I thought they said I had a homelessness problem. But this bunkhouse isn't even full. Yeah, and that had 0 of 6 as well.
Governor, the people have a request. But for safety reasons, it is a secret request.
$10 revolutionary, 2,000. Get a random blueprint. Well, I mean, a tavern. I thought I already had a tavern. Yeah, I already have a tavern. So they want another tavern already. That seems a little bit of overkill, but frankly, they can't be that expensive. And I did want to put something in between these houses just to get rid of those shacks. Because if I destroy their shacks, they have no choice but to live into my beautiful bunkhouses and contribute to my economy. Oh, that sounded a little bit more evil than I intended it. But still, it's accurate, so I won't complain. Okay. So I'm waiting for the builders to get over here. Oh, don't build shacks next to my palace. Come on. I'm trying to keep this area pretty. Alright, so...
More, Governor.
Oh.
More. Always more. Hop to it. The crown demands.
Trade route with the crown. Alright, so how does this work? What does the crown want? Trade route offers. Smugglers. So where does it tell me which one is the United Kingdom? Okay. So you have to pick it based off of this. Alright. So coca, coffee, logs, meat, milk. Well, I've got pretty much none of any of that, and I only built a tobacco farm so far. So, looks like I might need to take a look at coffee or coca or logs. Alright, well, yeah, I could probably do that. I do need to get some industry together anyway. Oh, actually, this one. Got some green area here for some logs, so that doesn't seem like a bad place to put it. But I just can't believe how pretty this game is compared to what Tropico used to be. I mean, you know, it was never an ugly game, but it was just never a graphical game, I guess you could say. How it looked was always secondary. Alright, yeah, but let's get that logging camp down so I can get some logs coming in so I can sell it to the crown. I think that sounds like a very solid idea. The music does seem a little bit more chill this time. All right.
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Jew
Oh, I have to
and the
choose
people
what I
will
want?
turn
I thought it was all
everything
three
around.
that I get. Alright, well, I think I still have an employment issue, so I'll go ahead and just get a random blueprint. Forts. Fort. Would probably be military. What do the forts do? Oh, no, I don't want to build one. I just want to know what it does. It provides infantry squads to fight military conflicts, decreases nearby liberty. Okay, cool, cool. And I got another freighter coming in, and the fish is doing okay, I suppose. And I don't have a doctor yet, do I? Oh, I can't even build a doctor, so I guess everyone is just gonna get sick and die. Fair enough. And is there any... Oh, you know, coca is actually pretty readily available in this area. And the British do want coca as well, so I might as well put that down. 5 people, 2 people. Okay, so how's my almanac doing? 24 unemployed, 13 homeless. Alright. How many people do the... 8 people for each plantation. Okay. And I don't know how many people are going to be working here. But as soon as that's done, that's going to be a few more jobs. Alright, that's 6 jobs, plus the 8 I'm doing here. So that's off to a good start. Government dungeon. So rather than a jail, they give you a dungeon. All right. What else is new here? I'm kind of curious. Guard tower. So that's just the same thing as a watchtower, I guess. Library, newspaper. Tannery. So do I have... Oh, probably from the ranch. That makes sense. Yeah, didn't the ranches actually have a add-on that you could have built onto it, which was for... No, I think that was a smokehouse for smoked meat. Landing, is that for... Okay, so that's just a transportation option. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, this is starting to make a little bit of sense. I do like it. Definitely a big redesign. But judging from the age of Tropico, I think a redesign was probably well deserved. Okay, I need to get a few houses down. And I need to focus on getting my industry up to par. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and promise... well, actually, I just built the coca farm. Maybe I should wait for it to get growing and accept that closer to the trade season, I'm thinking. Alright, come on, get the workers here, get the workers in. Is there any education buildings? Oh, research. Okay, well, none of those really seem of any value, to be honest, so I won't even bother doing that. But I do want to get the cocoa here, because I do need to set up that trade route with the crown as soon as possible. Otherwise, they're going to dock me relationship points, I guess they call it. But I only got 3 employees at the cocoa farm, and that's one of the few things that they actually want that I can produce. Yeah, the logs are starting to come down, but I don't think that's going to come in any faster than the coca. So we'll see about that. And I'm hoping one plantation of farm produce is going to be enough to keep my people fed. But we'll see. Well, I'm trying to get the unemployment down anyway, so I might as well accept that. Wait, is it the same thing twice? No, I just have to close this. Revolutionary demands. Have a pirate cove. That sounds fun. And then I get to choose something here. So I don't even know what a pirate code is or what it does, but I'll accept it. Let's see. So, pirate cove. Where would that fall in under? Teamster port. No. Food. Pirate Cove. Oh, Pirate Cove. Send pirates on raid to loot resources or people, or on heist to acquire a landmark. Unlock smuggler trades routes, decreases crime safety nearby. Very interesting. That's definitely part of the new multiplayer mechanic, it seems, which I have no idea how that works. But yeah, sure, I'll put up a Pirate Cove. Yeah, I'll put it back over here on the back end of the island, I guess. So where will they let me build it? Yeah, it looks like that's the only place I can manage it. So yeah, I'll put that down. And once that's built, I'm really interested to figure out what this raid mechanic is supposed to be. I'm certainly intrigued. Oh, that's not a road. That's the thing that goes through my palace. I was like, why isn't it connecting? Okay, so in that case, I'll connect it from here. Alright, we'll get that Pirate Cove up and running. That'll make the revolutionaries happy. And I got another freighter coming in. That's great. And that coca... Yeah, I think that's getting close to being ready, so I should be safe and just accept this now. So, trade routes are here, and I want to... Wait, they want coffee. I thought... Oh, these change. Oh, that's a shame. I thought they were always the same. So now the things I was going to sell it, and I built a plantation just for that purpose, is gone. But fortunately, they do want tobacco, and I do already have a tobacco plantation running, so I have no idea how much I have available for... Oh, hey, 1,400. I should be able to get that done right away. Yep, trade route completed. That was one of the easiest ones I've ever had.
Which is whatever the crown says it is.
Extend mandate time by 18 months. Is that my election, I'm thinking? Or $2,000? Well, I already got 40,000 in the bank. So yeah, I'll postpone an election. Sure, why not? 9 homeless, 12 unemployed. Okay, so I don't want any unemployed people on my island because, frankly, if you ain't making me money, I don't want to feed you. So I'll go on ahead and put this down to start getting some lumber coming in. I actually used to live in a former communist country for a while, so I always get a little bit of an appeal from playing this game for some reason. I think that's a little sick, to be honest, but I always find that time period of like 1989 and all that really interesting. So it's kind of interesting playing it from the other side of the table. Alright, so I could open up another trade route, but I think what I'm going to do is wait for individual ships to come in and then see if I can get that trade route right before they leave. That way I know exactly what I have available. Seems a little cheap, but I think that could be a successful strategy. So I might as well get that road connected and get some housing on this side since I'm expanding what I have on offer over here. Yeah, a couple of houses over here to satisfy the needs of the lumber mill. That should do us some good. And maybe I might even want to put it over a tavern here as well. But my pirate cove is coming along. That's good to see. But the lumber mill does seem to be taking a little while. But yeah, I got 960 logs stored for outbound material. So if I could just get that over to the lumber mill before it gets taken over to the dock, I think that would be fantastic. Because then I can turn that into manufactured goods quicker. Excuse me. Rather than having to wait for another load of this to come in.
Is as yet only marginally glorious, but
I got unemployed people, so I'm going to go ahead and get another random blueprint. What did I get? Mansion. Well, I mean, I'm the only one that deserves a mansion on my island. So, that was kind of a waste. Only the president gets a mansion. That's one of the policies I'm going to put in this game. So unemployment rate 7%. Does it give me a running indicator of where I'm at on unemployment? 11. What's total population? Total population. Hard to do an equation without population. Population 94. So 7%. That's going to put me about 6 unemployed people. So I need to cut that in about half. So I think once this is done, I should be able to get that down to about 6. I have no idea how many people work at a lumber mill. Freight coming in. I got cocoa unavailable. I got cocoa available. So is there anyone that wants cocoa? 2,500. Oh. Import hides. Export rum. Oh, well, that's good. I need to keep an eye on that. Otherwise, I might accidentally import things that I don't need. Sadly, it doesn't look like anyone actually needs cocoa right now, so I just send that off to the general market, I guess. I don't know how that works. Okay, so I got my freighter coming in. How much am I? 3,004 people. It's going to be hard to keep my 7% unemployment if I keep getting new people. And I notice there is no government buildings here in regards to being able to set up a immigration office until I get to the World War era. And they give me a dungeon, but it doesn't look like they actually give me police. So I don't really understand how that works, but fair enough. I think I'm also going to throw down a ranch, cattle. This area looks, well, I don't want cattle next to my palace. That sounds smelly. Where can I put some cattle far away that I won't have to smell it in my palace? Nowhere. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on the cattle for now. Sheep. Okay, yeah, I'll put down some sheep over here. That way I do not have to smell it in my fancy palace. You know, priorities. Priorities, people. This is my island, and I will run it the way I want to. Thank you very much. Okay, wow, that house filled up immediately after it was done. That's not a good sign, is it? Okay. But I'd really like you to finish the employment building so I can get my unemployment down a little bit before more people get to my island. Because in the end of the day, if people keep coming, my unemployment rate is not going down, and that's going to tick off, who is this? My assistant.
More, Governor. More. Always more. Hop to it. The crown demands.
And now they want me to have one more trade with the crown. Okay, well, fair enough. I'm getting some good produce and things into the trade market here, so hopefully I can get something available that they want. I just have to keep an eye on it so a freighter doesn't sneak past me and take my stuff before I can promise it to the crown. Alright, this bunkhouse looks like it's just about done, and it filled up immediately again, so fantastic. So where's my homeless rate? 4. 4 is not bad. I can accept 4. But come on, let's get these employment buildings done. You've said that you have 3 people working on it for a while now, and that crane hasn't moved an inch. And I just heard a weird noise. I don't know what that was.
Something does not feel quite right.
Oh.
We have a powerful desire to call you Presidente.
Aren't I already a Presidente? Have a percentage of population supporting the revolutionaries by 45 to 60. Fulfill these demands from the revolutionaries. Okay. I don't know how I work that out. So, how do I make the revolutionaries like me more? I'm guessing that's going to be in the edict. Okay, so yeah, I need to increases the food quality by 10, decreases capitalist standing by 10, communists. But I don't see anything here for revolutionaries. And these are all in the future, so I have no control over them. What about research? Do I have to do something in research to unlock that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and just start researching that. I don't think I have to implement that immediately. But yeah, I actually have no idea how to work my faction systems. Economy, politics. Politics is probably going to have factions. Faction leader. Bunkhouses is a -1. Pirate Cove is 4. Bunkhouse, bunkhouse. So why don't you like bunkhouses? Because I just built a lot of them. Nothing from the edicts. Miscellaneous, historical relation, faction leader, crown demand. So if I satisfy crown demands, it automatically reduces me with the revolutionaries. That makes sense, I suppose, as a mechanic. And they don't care about bunkhouses, but they don't like the Pirate Cove. So what can I build that revolutionaries want? Does it tell me that? Yeah, and the buildings don't tell me which one actually control the opinions of the faction. So I guess you just have to build things and then keep your eye on the modifiers to see if they like it or not. That seems cumbersome. But that's fine, that's fine. I've already accepted the crown trade route, though. So I got fish, coca, corn, logs, and tobacco ready for export. Does the crown want any of those things? Cotton, meat, rum, sugar, tobacco. I have tobacco. So yeah, I'll promise some tobacco just for the money. But then I'll be extra careful about accepting additional demands from the crown Because apparently I need to make the revolutionaries like me a little bit more better. Trade route completed, and yeah, my revolutionary respect went down a couple of notches as well. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting mechanic. 2,000, so I might as well get an extra 18 months of my appointment, I guess. And that might buy me enough time to figure out a way to make the revolutionaries like me. Okay, so unemployment. 8 unemployed citizens. 109 people. So that should be just about 7%, but okay. I guess I need one more building to satisfy that. So, can I get a sugar plantation somewhere close by? You know, not too bad. Not too bad. I can definitely find a place for that. And I do like how in the when you're building the buildings now, they actually show you where the crops are going to be. In the previous Tropico games, that seemed extremely random. Like, you'd have like a one here, and one here, and one there. But it wasn't actually a field. It was just random assortment of squares that are being used for that farm. But yeah, once that gets built, it should be employment for like the last 6 people or so. No, 8 people. So yeah, if 100% of the people go to work at that plantation, I'll have 100% employment as long as they finish that before the next freaking ship comes. And that one's leaving and this one's coming in. So hopefully you can finish the farm before that, because then I can satisfy that unemployment item, which I think would be fantastic. Oh, they already finished it? Wow, that was quick. Good on you, gents. So that should be enough for my unemployment to go down as soon as these lazy jerks get off their butts and head over there to take the jobs. Which they don't... Ah, there we go. Task completed. It just took them a while to process that. High schools and colleges allow to introduce... So does that mean I have access to education buildings now? Public services, not there. Okay, media and education. Well, I can't even build them anyway, so why were you talking about educating my people? I don't have the ability to actually educate my people. Publishes propaganda affecting citizens nearby. I wonder if I can do revolutionary propaganda. Because if so, that could be helpful to get my numbers up to 60. But I don't really have any good places to build it, because I've surrounded my entire town with farms, and you know, that's good and all, but no raids in progress. I have no idea how this mechanic works. Pirates will roam the seas in search of flotsam. No idea what that happened or what that was for. But hey, it's something that the game lets me do, so I will do it. I'm the El Presidente. I don't need to understand the decisions I make. Perfect. So that seems to be coming along okay. I got 0 homeless, 6 unemployed. So if I'm building a sugar plantation, it seems only logical that I go on ahead and get a rum distillery. And I'll go on ahead and put that... Oh, that's my palace. I can't put it there. But yeah, I'll put that close to my palace just so I don't have to walk far when I want to drink. Walk far. That way, the guy I send to get my drink doesn't have to go far, and I can get it faster.
It's nice to have choices, isn't it? Choices like continue as governor or begin a new career in manual labor.
Okay. Fulfill export trade route with the crown again. Okay. Sure, I can export something to the crown. I've done it 3 times already. You pay me for it, so that's fine. I got tobacco and wool. Do you want either of those things? Okay. Well, you want cotton, but I don't think I can actually produce cotton yet. Looks like you will want rum, but I don't have rum yet. So let's get this done, and maybe I can actually fulfill that trade demand on my next voyage. Because the sugar looks like it's about ready to get harvested. Yeah, it's harvesting right now, actually. Demand timed out. What was my demand with the communists? Or the revolutionaries? Well, that wasn't good. That's a shame. Okay. We've got newspaper going on right now, and it looks like they're trying to finish that up first. Oh, there's a quick build option. Oh, that's good to know. In case I ever needed something in a hurry, they let me do it instantaneously now. Perfect. Still 0 for overall happiness, 38. Okay, that's a little bit low. What's ticking people off the most? Jobs, housing, faith, healthcare. Well, it would be nice if you actually let me build a doctor's office. Oh, hey, there's actually a little pirate ship. Oh, they actually have a little pirate ship for the Pirate Cove. I like that. That's cute. I don't know why that made me happy so much. But nice. Alright, come on, get this stuff finished. I need to court my revolutionaries and make them like me somehow. Focus building? Oh, no, that's actually... Yeah, it's not the building's focus. It just moves the camera to the building. Okay, that works. So the independent, that's for revolutionaries, I'm assuming. I didn't even read it. Ship to... okay, perfect. $3. And open mind is for everything. Okay, yep. So now I got the newspaper promoting revolutionary ideology, I guess. Hopefully that actually converts into this number starting to tick up a little bit. How long do I have before the next ship gets in? Alright, it's getting pretty close. Have I made any rum yet? Of course not. It's still under construction. Got a lot of tobacco, a lot of corn, a lot of fish. And, oh, hey, I got a lot of tobacco. Yeah, I'll sign that. And that'll get me a little bit more time, but it will hurt with my reputation with the revolutionaries, of course. But hopefully with the new building here. Yeah, I already ticked up 1. Alright, so I have to keep an eye on that to see how much I get per month or week or whatever time calculation that they're using to do this. But yeah, it looks like if I keep that newspaper operating, my number will eventually go up. So, come on, let's get that ship in here to get that tobacco shipped out. And that way I get more time with the crown. There we go.
Well, you did the right thing.
Alright, very good. And they only went down by 1, so I should be able to make that up pretty quick with the newspaper running for the revolutionaries. And I do have myself up to a 7-year time limit, so that is good. I can probably ignore a couple of crown requests to get myself independent a little bit faster.
Governor, the people have a request. But for safety reasons,
Produce
it is a
corn.
request.
Okay. I already have one corn plantation. Wait. This one's yeah, this one's the plantation for the corn. 3,005. Okay. But I probably should go ahead and build a second corn plantation anyway, just because my population is going up. So I will probably need corn sooner rather than later anyway. Oh, and it shifts the how 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so depending on where you're building it, it will actually adjust the layout of your farm to match. I like that. That's a nice little touch. So yeah, I might as well go on ahead and get another farm going. And I'll put down a couple of bunkhouses here to help satisfy the new demand I'm creating with these farmers. I think that should be good enough for now. What was that?
I may have your attention, Presidente.
Have groceries, a grocery food variety. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll accept that. Grocery is just the market, right? Because I know I've seen it. There we go, grocery. So, not entirely sure what the grocery does. I can imagine having it near people would be advantageous. So I'll go ahead and put it down there, and hopefully that's within walking distance of everybody. And I am producing corn at a decent rate, so I should be able to satisfy that before too long. Oh, hey, I just saw that someone liked my YouTube video. Thank you, whoever that was. I'm double streaming. I'm on both YouTube and Twitch, so if I mention YouTube or Twitch, don't take offense if you're on the other one. But I do have both the chats open, so if anyone actually wants to say hi or anything, you're more than welcome to. I have a hard time encouraging that because I usually don't have anyone watching me, so. But yeah, I can understand why people are tuning in for Tropico. It does definitely seem like a fun game. And it's on sale too if anyone actually wants to pick it up before the release date. I think the release is in 2 weeks, I think. Not sure. I'm definitely not a corporate chill here, but I do seem to have a thing for Kalypso games. Recently, the only thing I've been playing on this is either Tropico or Railway Empire, which both are from the same developer, and both are super nerdy, but I'm okay with that.
Is as yet only
Hey. So I'm going to go ahead and get the revolutionaries in town rather than going for the blueprint like I've been doing it for the last couple of times, just because it does seem like if I get more revolutionaries in, my favorability with them should go up, I'm hoping. Probably have to wait until the ship docks and they get off, I'm guessing. But yes, come on, let's see. Plus 10 population, plus 15. And yeah, I'm up 6%. Another trade route. Extend mandate by another 18 months, but I'm going to decline that. So if I decline that, does my revolutionary standing go up as well, or doesn't look like it? Oh, maybe a little bit, but that could have been the newspaper as well. So I need another 10 points or so to actually declare independence from England, which is always a fun thing, you know. Everyone likes declaring independence from the Queen, but of course everyone keeps her on her money, keeps her on their money anyway. I never understood that when I travel around the world, and the Queen is on so many different countries' money, yet a lot of people worked hard to get independent from the Queen. Oh well. Random trivia. Alright, get that bunkhouse going here. How's my almanac looking? 7 unemployed, 6 homeless. So I do need to get... it's probably going to be like 2 or 3 people for a grocery, which isn't going to be enough. So I do need to get something working here. I've got a lumber mill. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, nothing within my ability here. And the rum distillery is at full employment, and it's doesn't seem to be actually making anything yet. So am I waiting for the sugar to get harvested, I'm guessing? Quite possibly that's true. I'll keep an eye on that. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and invest in the dungeon. And I'm going to put that right up over here next to the Pirate Cove in case the revolutionaries start getting any fun ideas. At least they'll have to walk past the dungeon as they go to work every morning. So I'm okay with that. And that grocery is not coming along at that quick of a pace. That's a little disappointing. And even the bunkhouse is coming along horribly slowly. And I'm not even sure what this means. What does that floating box mean? I'm assuming that means it's not getting logs. Oh, no, it's getting logs. It's produced 5,000 in logs. But nothing in the last month. And why is that? Yeah, last month 0. Are they out of trees? Yeah, they might be out of mature trees, I'm thinking. So they might be going to work and getting paid and not cutting down anything, which I find very unacceptable.
Before independence, any sacrifice is worthwhile.
Alright, sure. I'll do that because I already have the plantations anyway, so I should be able to get that corn in and out to the economy pretty darn quick. 10,000 in income.
More. Always more.
No.
The crown demands.
Yeah, I still got 6 years, and 2,000 isn't really going to do me much good in terms of the economy. So I might as well turn that down just to make the revolutionaries happy. Okay, so 4 people are working here. And neither of these are getting supplies either. But yeah, okay, sugar is getting harvested right now. So if they don't happen to get that sugar after it gets harvested, then I know there's a problem. But if that box disappears once the Teamsters get there, then I know it's just was a delay in the harvest compared to when I actually got the rum distillery completed. There's still so much of the map to see. Oh, hey, what's this? It's a full box. Demand completed.
Viva la revolución!
So I'll take 10 more revolutionaries in hopes that that gets my rating with that faction up. Open raid screen. So what does that full box mean? Does it mean I have something to collect? Okay, I've got no idea what this Pirate Cove is all about. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Okay, got some workers coming in, so I should be at about 0%. 8 and 2 homeless. Okay, so where do the homeless ones work? Do they tell me that? No, they don't tell me who the homeless are by name. Vacant homes, 31. So, why are you homeless? Is that homeless by choice at that point? 7 and 1 college. I have a college I got a college educated person unemployed. That'd be a fabulous doctor if I was actually able to build a freaking clinic. But I can't do that until we get to the World Wars, so fair enough. I guess that college guy is just going to sit around and do nothing and die of old age before I can actually build anything that requires a college-educated worker. So that's a little frustrating. Okay, so that sugar crop is pretty much fully harvested, but doesn't look like it's made it to here yet. But I have no sugar ready for export, so I do not know where that sugar went. Alright, but the grocery finally got something in. It's got banana. I don't even produce banana, do I? Sugar, cocoa, corn. So someone imported bananas just to sell it on the market, rather than actually go and collect the freaking food that I do have growing on the island. And they do allow for local consumption of the corn, at least. Okay, so it looks like I'm not growing enough food. I only have the corn farms, which allow for local consumption. And that could be a recipe for a issue. So let's see. If you want bananas so bad, I'll grow you some darn bananas, okay? Yeah, that works. Oh, that's not connected. There we go. And it looks like I got just enough for another bunkhouse to go in here. Cool. 12 more people. Wow. Okay. But revolutionaries up to 54. That's pretty decent. And still, they're not getting the 960 logs ready for distribution, though. So it should be getting some logs pretty soon. But I'm thinking maybe I should go ahead and get a second logging camp set up here, because these people seem to be waiting around for inputs far longer than they should be.
Governor, the people have a request.
Build a chapel,
More, Governor, more.
build
Always
ranches.
more. Up to it. The crown demands.
5 years. I only have 6 points to go on that, so I'll discard just to get the revolutionaries up to par. But they wanted a church or chapel. I was gonna freak out, like, build a church. Well, I don't even have access to a church. But no, they actually wanted a chapel. I already have a chapel here, so I guess I'll go ahead and put one up. You know, this seems like a good place for a chapel. Right across the street from the dungeon. You know, they could sing together, I guess. I'm not sure how that would work, but yeah, that seems like a pretty good place for a chapel. And they are already out of sugar as well. Oh no, they've got a lot of sugar getting harvested at the moment. So as long as that sugar gets completed and sent over here, that should work out pretty well. But again, maybe I should take a look at possibly setting up a second sugar plantation to keep my industries functioning. 525 logs in, being worked on. And 435 more to get sent over, so that's looking pretty decent. And now I just have to keep an eye on the lumber mill to see how quickly they actually go through those logs and turn them into planks. The banana plantation is coming along. But I do need 3 different varieties of food at the grocery. So I'm just going to go on ahead and start right away on another plantation for another food item. What do they want to eat? How about some rubber? I think rubber could go well in their diet. I guess pineapple if I can find a place for it. Yeah, that seems pretty convenient actually. So I'm just going to make it a little farming district here north of my palace. I got chocolate, sugar, and banana being grown around my palace. Odd collection. I think tobacco would be probably better, but... Alright, there he is over here. And there's that damn bunkhouse literally right next to my palace. I don't like that. I should destroy that and put up like a museum to me or something. That does not seem to be complementing my view of the city that I'm trying to create here. So, yeah, I don't think that bunkhouse is going to be long for this world. We've got another ship coming in, and what do I have available? Let's see, 5,000 revenue only. So all of this is not adding up to much. Wait, I'm exporting banana now? Why am I exporting banana if I just literally imported the banana? Because, yeah, this is the first season that it actually has... Production value is going up. Oh, no, the freighter left already. That's what's being harvested right now. So, yeah, I just basically imported banana to turn around and export it for probably a loss. Wonderful business strategy, people. Okay, let's get that chapel completed, because that might be just enough to get the revolutionaries happy with me.
Our revolution is as yet only marginally glorious, but with your continued support, Governor, the people will make it shine.
Alright, being this close to 60, I'm just going to go ahead and get another random blueprint. Guard tower? Guard tower, I think, could be useful. Engages enemy squads. So done, get those 8 people hired, and all should be well. Get those 8 people hired and all should be well. Wait, the crop is growing already and I don't have a single worker? Okay, now I have a single worker. But, yeah, the fields just automatically plant themselves, I suppose. That's interesting. We got my first guard towers coming along here. And I think one of the only things I have left on the island that I haven't built is a fort. So... Oh, hold shift for multiple constructions. Alright, I was complaining about that earlier. So yeah, you can actually build multiple at the same time. So that's good. So I'll go ahead and build this fort along the coast. Because I do plan on expanding in this direction. So that investment on infrastructure would be put to good use down the line. There we go. We got another boat coming in, $788 in hides. That seems worthless. If hides are making so little, I might as well tan them myself. I'll go ahead and put that right next to my ranch, just so all of the cows and whatnot can see exactly what happens to them once I'm done with them. Well, not cows. Sheep, isn't it? Sheep, yeah. Sheep leather. Is that a thing?
Loyal Penultimo is speechless. Only the
Perfect. Got that taken care of. Just need 4 more points with the revolutionaries. And the paper is fully staffed, so that should not be a problem. I do got about 5 years left to accomplish that, so I'm not panicking just yet. Okay, and the guard towers are finishing up. So my employment, still 2. 2 seems a little high. How many vacant jobs do I have? 3 vacant jobs, 2 unemployed people. Okay, so it's actually pretty much full employment. I can live with that. And you're still complaining about not getting enough logs. And you've already turned all of the logs you have into planks. So yeah, I think I do need to go on ahead and get the second lumber mill down, or the logging camp down. It seems like one is not able to keep up with the demand of my factory. So of course the answer to fixing that is bulldozing trees for the sake of putting a road together. Okay, but now I got that connected. Didn't get that right angle that I like though. I'm a little OCD with my road construction. I like proper right angles and such. So how far out does a logging camp go? Does it tell me? Raid completed. Loot. Oh, bananas and hides. So that's where it comes from. The pirate ship is the raid and they get stuff and then I sell it. Okay, that makes me feel better about those bananas. In the vicinity, but they don't tell you how big of a vicinity it is.
Do the ends justify the need? But for independence, any sacrifice.
Yeah, well, I already got the fish market here with 1,700 fish. Okay, so it actually produces fish at a pretty good clip. So it looks like I should be able to get that 500 fish without too much trouble. So if I wanted to go on ahead and put down another logging camp, does it tell me how far they go out? No, not really. So I just have to build it a little bit further away in hopes that they don't overlap? Is that how it works? So if I put it down right here, that looks like it should be enough trees to satisfy the demands, I'm thinking. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting a little comfortable here. So, where am I at? That fort's still coming along. That seems to be a little bit of a slow process. $11,004 immigrants. So I suppose I probably should get another raid out, whatever these are. How do I do that? Open raid screen. Okay, there we go. Bananas, hides, and iron. Well, I thought I was getting hides from my sheep. So I guess I probably should head out and get more hides coming in. Rescue any. Pirate will find castaways with no distinguishing focus in mind, expecting some. So that's just people. It adds people. Rescue educated. Oh, I get it. So, heist Stonehenge. Heist Brandenburg Gate. I'm not sure how pirates are going to get to Berlin. UK, I get. Greece, I get. Registon of Smarkand. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, Berlin is a pretty landlocked area. I mean, I guess you do have the darn, what's that river that goes through there? Don't remember. But I guess you do have river access, but you don't really think of pirates raiding down rivers. They're not Vikings. I mean, after all, the Vikings did hit Paris, but fair enough. All right, I'm just going to send you out to get more hides. Go on ahead. Go, go, go. Because I built a tannery, and I'm going to have a hard time supplying a tannery if I actually don't have any hides coming in. And it seems like no one's in a rush to actually build that darn thing. But I suppose I might as well go ahead and just build that cattle ranch. Because I don't think raiding constantly is going to be so sustainable. Again, I'm not a Viking, so...
It's nice to have choices, isn't it? Choices like continue as governor or begin a new career in manual labor.
I still have 4 years, and I only need 4 more points from the revolutionaries to get my score up. So I'll go ahead and pass on that. Because I think I have enough time to get it done before it gets there. Oh, so I haven't researched that yet? So do I need a library before I can actually research? I mean, that seems logical. So yeah, I guess I'll go and find a place to put down a library. Don't really have a lot of choices. So I'll just go tuck it in the corner here. And I do think I'm getting a little bit irritated in regards to how long things are starting to take for construction. So I'm going to go ahead and just get ahead of the game a little bit and get down a new construction Teamster office at the edge of my town here. Nope. That will do, and of course I'm going to make this a high priority, because the faster I get the construction office done, the more construction people I'll have to work on all of the other things. So that seems fair. But why are my revolutionary scores going down? Because I'm pretty sure it was a touch higher. Produce fish. I still have 0 fish produced? I got 1,000 fish right here, ready to leave. That's interesting. So why is this fish not being counted towards my revolutionary goal? And that's a touch on the weird side. Alright, but why is my faction score going down? Wait, why did the Pirate Cove wear off? That was like +4. Can I do anything to make her happy? Yeah, let's see what happens if I bribe her. I got the money to spend. Actually, I want to see me bribe her. Okay. So do I, like, literally have someone run up to her and give her that suitcase that they're talking about? Or was that just a metaphor? I don't see anyone running to give her anything. Crown sends foreign aid, 5,000 bucks. Hey, that's pretty good. Maybe the Crown aren't so bad people. What are they doing? Criminal.
You look kind of familiar.
May I just squeeze past, please?
Alright, well, heck, if I got a criminal, I might as well go ahead and send someone to arrest him. Oh, and then I lost track of my political leader. But that's fine. Now I'll just see if I can see this person get arrested. I'm not sure how to rotate the camera, so... Alright, is this an arrest here? Are they already arrested? Look at the flowers! Look at the flowers! I don't know if she's arrested yet, or if the cop just can't catch up to her. I mean, this doesn't really seem like an exciting high-speed chase, but I'm really curious now. Are they walking to the prison? You know, I would think, like, oh no, I'm getting arrested would pop up in her thought bubbles. But no, it doesn't appear so. They're just... Oh, I can't believe it. The system works. That's her acknowledging that she's being arrested. Got it. Well, that's a very optimistic way to look at being arrested, to be honest. Good on her for that. And that's just because that was like the first time I actually zoomed in and... Oh, hey, I'm out of money. Alright. $11 vacant jobs. That's not good. And only 9,000 of that was construction. Right, most of it's wages.
More, Governor, more. Always more. The crown demands.
Fine. I need the money. I'll sacrifice a little bit of reputation with revolutionaries, I guess. Next boat's coming in, so I got a little bit of time. And I got 4,000 ready to go. I'm 6,000 in debt. Construction office is still not coming along quick enough. But the logging camp is ready. That's good. Alright. 4,500. So I got corn or hides. Do you need either corn or hides? Not really. So, sure, I'll give you a little bit of fish. Alright, 8,000, so it's going up. I'm expecting higher revenue now. But there's no fish here. 2,000 fish is just ready to go to market. But they haven't moved it an inch. Interesting. But yeah, that's 8,008 immigrants. Alright, and now finally my buildings are coming to a completion here. Oh, darn. I did not actually get that connected to a road. I built it in the wrong direction.
Our revolution is as yet only marginally glorious.
Alright, so 10... I could use that money. But I really want to get these darn revolutionaries in action. So I'll go ahead and continue being in debt. Just in hopes that I can get free from the crown a little bit faster. And yeah, now I got the cattle farm working, so that's good. And yeah, it's going to be a while before I get those 10 revolutionaries, it seems. The other boat's not even on the map yet. Alright, so I'll probably play this for another about 15 or 20 minutes or so before I call it a night, but I'll probably stream more of this tomorrow. I'm actually kind of enjoying this reimagined Tropico after not playing it for so long. But I just wanted to give anyone a heads up so you can plan accordingly. And the library is finally done, so does that mean I can actually do research now? Is that how it works? No, I don't want to cancel it. I want to do that. Knowledge required is 500. And how much knowledge is contained in the library? Okay. Not sure how that works, but I'll keep an eye on that. And do I... Yes, I have fish for export, so that should make the crown happy. And ideally, if those immigrants get off the boat first, maybe I'll be able to actually get my revolutionary number up before I get the penalty from completing the trade order. We'll see about that. Crown foreign aid, 5,000. Always appreciated, even though I don't think they're going to be sending me money much more into the future, because as soon as those revolutionaries show up, I think I am probably going to be done with the crown. And only 5,000 at the port. Yikes. My economy is not doing great.
Finding good health.
59, just a little bit too short. All right. 2 years should be enough to go up 1 freaking point. So yeah, I'll take the cash. I need the cash. $59. Come on, 1 more point. And that newspaper is still doing it? Yeah, 4 out of 4. Zero hides. 600 hides. Okay, so they are fine. They just need a little bit better in regards to the Teamsters moving stuff around. But
It's so right, Governor, that we have to pay a bribe to find out how much to pay in bribes.
I've lived in places like that before. So 1 more chapel. I suppose I could put a chapel on the south side here. No, I can't. I just don't have enough room by an inch. But even so, I don't really have that many people down there, so it probably would have not been the most logical place to put it. That's a logging camp, so I don't want to build anything too close to that. So I'll tuck one... Yeah, I'll tuck one here. There we go, got it connected, so hopefully once that's done, that's going to be the last point I need to get the revolutionaries happy with me. And then I can see what the second phase of this game actually looks like. One, two, three, four, 5 builders. Well, 4. That's empty. Yeah, having that second construction office is actually making a difference, it seems. Task complete. Ah, the revolutionaries like me.
Almost as much as I do, Governor. We have such exquisite taste.
Oh, I have to choose right now, and I have no money. Kind of wish I knew that in advance. So I have to declare war to get independence because I don't have the money to pay him. And frankly, 10,000 for an island nation, I mean, even in colonial days, that's a pretty good price. So I'm at war now.
We'll try not to crush your spirits too comprehensively.
Oh boy. So I got 2 years to prepare for the war. Oh no, that's days. That's days. Oh no. Those days were going by really quick. Okay. I'm gonna need to build something fast. So I'm glad I have that second construction office. Alright, so I've got very little time to prepare for a war. So I'll put a fort down here. That is going to be super high mega priority. Go on and get that done.
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Ju, I, and the people will...
Are your revolutionaries militant? I'll take militant revolutionaries at this moment. Definitely will take some militant revolutionaries. 3 people, that's all I got. Okay, so... Guard towers, I guess I could put up a couple of guard towers. That would probably not be a bad idea. How big are... I mean, the British have a pretty big army. Well, the Crown, I should say. The Crown. So I am completely out of money. I think that's really the best that I can do. So let's just see if I can actually get some of these completed in time. Okay, times 4. Freighter came in. Guard house over here is done. Fort is still on its way. Another guard house is done. But I need people. How's my vacant jobs doing? 13 vacant jobs. Okay. So I'm going to send out my pirates to rescue as many people as they can. Because hopefully they can rescue enough people who will then become soldiers, which will then defend me from the UK.
But for safety reasons, it is a secret request.
Another tavern. Okay. You guys like to drink, don't you? So where can I put a tavern? Yeah, I'll put it right next to the guardhouse down here, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just put it right there. Nice little beachside tavern. Alright, so I'm down to 500 days before the army gets here. It looks like the fort is going to be done in time.
Is as yet only
Alright, militant revolutionaries. That's what I want. Give me some more militant revolutionaries. 20 people showed up. Okay, so I should have 6 vacant jobs. I still have 6 vacant jobs. And they're probably soldier jobs as well.
Is undeniable, President.
Build residential buildings.
Idea from your humble tenant?
Why do I need to build... Oh, crap. I had 0, and all of a sudden it turned to 23. That's what happens when you get a boat with 20 people on it, I guess. So, housing. I get a couple of bunkhouses down. No reason not to. Well, I mean, there's a few reasons not to, such as the army that's about to show up on my doorstep. But, you know, that's neither here nor the now. That's 300 days from now. That's much better. So, yeah, one more. Where should I put it? Yeah, there's some shacks there. I might as well tear them down. Alright, so that's pretty much all of the money I had left over. My raid is done. I got some more supplies in. Okay, 1 year left until the soldiers arrive. Okay, we got...
There, it is complete.
Yes.
Once again, the breadth of...
Okay, got 2 more bunkhouses on its way.
Corruption is so rife, Governor, that we have to pay a bribe to
Complete
find
the
out how
rescue
much we
raid.
pay
Oh.
in bribes.
I think the rescue raid is what I've already authorized. Yeah. So I actually have people out there rescuing right now. So that's actually quite convenient. Research complete, free housing. Okay. So now I know actually how this works. Alright, I'll have the libraries research the library, whatever that means. 200 days. Alright, so I got the houses done. I'm down to 4 homeless citizens. That's pretty good. Okay, 150 days. And I really don't have enough money to actually go out and build much more. Oh, now I do. So let me toss down another guard tower or 2. Where can I put them? Yeah, right on the edge there. And I'll put one right over here on the dock. These are small, so I can just tuck them in wherever I can. So that's 2 more guard towers. Unemployed citizens, 0 vacant jobs. Okay, so you can be a soldier as soon as they finish these towers. That's a great job, right? Just become a soldier in time for the invasion. Okay, 7 more days. 5, 4. Okay. 1 boat. Oh, come on. They call this an invasion with 4 guys? I mean, I don't even know how many soldiers I have right now. But I got a lot more than 4 guys. And they're going to attack my lumber mill. Pirate ship, I get... Alright. So, let's see this great, amazing military invasion of 4 dudes. Where are you guys gonna go? Lumber mill, I guess they're... I mean, they've already passed... Are they going for that lumber mill? No, they're going for this one. Oh, okay, there's more guys. Oh no, that's my infantry. Why do I not have 4 additional... I've got more than this. Okay, so it's my infantry from around the island responding to their invasion of that item. Yeah, that's my infantry. Oh, that's the crown. Oh, so they got 2 squads. I missed the other boat. Ooh, that's some high quality animation right there. Get 'em, boys. Such a coordinated assault. This game looks so pretty compared to previous Tropico games, but they've never really been able to get the fighting animation down. Oh, they're getting reinforcements from these chaps down here.
Can I help you?
Okay, but I do have
Did I forget something?
people in this building aiding it. Hey, task complete. So my overabundance of soldiers.
For a bunch of savages.
Advance to the next era.
As I greet my fearless leader for the first time as El Presidente.
Alright, looks like there's actually quite a bit of new stuff here, to be honest.
What's that? Oh, Presidente. That's a relief. For a second there, I thought you were the Hun. Can't be
The Hun?
too careful. That's what the propaganda says, and I should know. I write it. Sit down. Pour yourself a drink. I'm Winton Morgan. Very pleased to meet you. Perhaps you can help me lose this damned war a little slower. Eh?
All
You
right.
might be concerned by my physical severity, Presidente.
I'll be with you in a comrade.
All right. Well, I'll check these out later. But that's kind of cool. They actually have like personalities for the other world leaders. All citizens vote. Sure, I'll go with that. Well, I mean, I already got such a big military because I thought that invasion was going to be a lot worse than it actually was. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and have a militia state. All of this unlocks later, so sure, I'll confirm that for now. That looks a little bit too bloody to be wax. That might be telling for things to come. But I'll go ahead and get this paused up. Do they give me statistics as to how many died? So it looks like 2 died from that squad. Yeah, it doesn't really tell me what the outcome of the battle was. Interesting. But that brings me up to about the 2 hour mark now, and I'm just about to transition into the new period. So I think I'm going to save up here, and I'm probably going to come back tomorrow and play the World War era. So if anyone's interested, you know, feel free to give me a sub or a follow or whatever. I'll probably be starting about 10 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, U.S. time, of course. So if anyone's actually interested in watching this and seeing what the next era is like, I'd be glad to invite one of the 8 of you between my 2 different streams going on right now to come back tomorrow and take a look at it. But I appreciate your time and your interest. It definitely looks like it's going to be a fun game. I'm very much looking forward to it, and until then, I hope you all have a good one. But thank you and good night.